Please be upstanding for the academic procession.
I'm now delighted to invite our esteemed alumni, Hira Javed, to give an address. Hira is a final year PhD student at the Department of Oncology, University of Oxford. Her interests lie in epigenetics of cancer and combining bioinformatics and experimental tools for the early detection of cancer. Her current research focuses on developing blood-based DNA methylation biomarkers for the non-invasive diagnosis and early detection of cancer. Hira completed a BSc in Biomedical Sciences at Queen Mary University of London and the Barts Cancer Institute. During her undergraduate degree, she was also an Amgen Scholar at the University of Cambridge, working at the Stem Cell Institute. Subsequently, she was awarded the UCL Samuel Fund Cancer Scholarship to pursue an MSc in Cancer Biology at University College London before coming to Oxford. Aside from research, Hira is an avid juggler, YouTuber, and graduate admissions coach.
Good evening, everyone. Thank you so much for having me here today. It's a great honor and privilege to be addressing the UCL class of 2023. I want to begin by extending my heartiest congratulations to the graduates and their families. I was so thrilled to see all the smiling faces today, and I hope you feel incredibly proud of your huge achievements and how far you've come. You know, so often in life we don't really pause to reflect on our achievements, and it's always about the next thing, so I really hope that you take a moment to soak it all in today. 3 or 4 years ago, you didn't even know if you were going to make it in, and I'm sure there were many, many times during your course that you didn't know if you would make it out. But hey, look at you today, sitting in your graduation gowns and caps, graduating from UCL. What you've dreamed of and worked so hard towards is a reality today, so pat yourselves on the back and give yourselves another round of applause. This is for you. So I was thinking what I could convey to graduates that would be meaningful and helpful to them at this time of their lives. And I want to share with you one of the biggest lessons that I've learned through watching the journey of my parents, who are both doctors. So they both went to the same medical school in Pakistan. My dad was pretty chilled at university, this lad with a happy-go-lucky attitude, and let's just say studying was not his priority. Sorry, Dad, he's in the audience and he had no idea what I was going to say in my speech. So Dad would fail a few classes almost every year, and it took him longer than his course mates to graduate. When he was doing his postgrad, and a bit more serious at the time, it still took him 10 years and a whole lot of failure and resilience to do his MRCPCH exam. But now he's the head of department at Limerick University Hospital in Ireland, the first Pakistani to do so. My mom, on the other hand, was an excellent student, top of her cohort every single year. She would get multiple awards, but she has not had the same career advancement because she did not pursue postgrad and she gave up too soon. The lesson I learned here was that success is not defined by grades or awards, but in fact, resilience and picking yourself up after failure, and that even if it takes you longer, if you keep going, you will get to where you want. The other really important thing I want to highlight is that even though my mom has not had the same stellar career as my dad, she's still one of the most dedicated, smart, and empathetic doctors that I know. She actually listens to her patients, which sometimes doctors forget to do, so don't be one of those. And her patients absolutely adore her. So she is still a very successful doctor, even though she doesn't have the same accolades. So that adds another layer, right? That there is more to success than even positions or where you end up. It's about your dedication, your commitment, your service to patients and others, which you can do throughout your career, starting from when you're a junior doctor or a junior research fellow. You don't have to wait to become a consultant or a professor to be successful. You're already successful every single day that you're doing your best and you're providing excellent healthcare. The last thing I want to say is that I know as graduates of UCL, what we have in common is our ambition and our passion, but the slight risk that comes with that is overworking and burning out if you're not careful. When I hear stories from my parents and my sister, who's also a doctor, I'm in awe of the hard work that healthcare professionals put in. And so it's even more important for us to learn to relax, to do the things we enjoy, and to try and find a balance. One of my favorite verses in the Quran, which actually inspired me to go into cancer research, was that whoever saves the life of one person, it's as though he has saved all of mankind. Many of you will also have embarked on this journey to save lives and serve mankind in this way. And so what you don't want to do is you don't want to burn out so much that you lose sight of why you started and your commitment and your dedication. So I would say try not to get caught up with the hustle culture all around us and the toxic productivity and turning everything into a race, because life is not a race. We're human beings, not human doings. And so it's totally okay to take time off, to take a break, or take longer. You're not going to fall behind because you're not following anybody. You're going to carve your own path in life, your own career, and you can define success in your own way. Wherever you go from here, I know you're going to be just fine. You're capable enough, you're smart enough, you're hardworking enough. You're graduating from UCL today, in case you haven't noticed. And I wish every one of you an incredibly wonderful and meaningful career, and I pray that you achieve all that you want to in your lives. I am so proud of all of you. I'm in awe of you. And once again, many, many congratulations to the UCL class of 2023.
Thank you so much, Hira, for those very wise and inspiring words. It's my pleasure to hand back to Professor Geraint-Rees for the closing remarks.
Wow, what a fantastic ceremony. Now, amongst our fantastic graduates, you heard that there was a PhD graduate who was at the pinnacle of achievement. And we like to do something very special for our PhD students. So I might invite her to stand, and for the platform party to all stand, face her, and please with me, doff your caps. So please stand, platform party, and let us doff our caps. Thank you, platform party. So, as we come to the end of our ceremony, I have to say there are just two more occasions where we can applaud. The first one is another special one. I'd like our class of 2023 to stand, turn, and find your parents, supporters, or staff on the platform, and then give them, from you, an incredibly big cheer, please. Go over it. Fantastic, thank you. Please be seated one more time. So, finally, we come to the end of the ceremony, and it's time for one final round of applause. So I want everyone in the room, as loud as possible, please, to give an enormous round of applause for our class of 2023. And that concludes our ceremony today. So everyone, please join us for a reception outside to celebrate this special day, but for now, please stand for the closing procession.